Right guys, when it comes to your cable donkey kicks, what you want to do is grab ankle cuffs, pop them on your ankles, make sure that the cable setting is about hip height. Now you'll quite commonly see people perform this exercise where the cable setting is all the way to the bottom. And whereas that does work, it is a half decent exercise. You'll get a lot more tension throughout the full range of motion, setting it just about hip height there, okay? Make sure the ankle cuff's nice and tight, and you do specifically want it around your ankles. Again, this sometimes is something that you'll see performed where someone's ankle cuff is up here. That makes it easier, but it doesn't make it more challenging in the way that we want. So down by your ankle is perfect. Okay, now from there, we're gonna pop ourselves into the machine, step back just to release some tension from the machine. Now this off leg, the resting leg, it's purely there for stability. So it should produce zero force whatsoever. So what I like to do is not so much lean my body weight into it, but I like to flex my quad and dig my leg into the ground. From then, I've got a hold of the beam right here, and that's where I'm leaning my body weight. This creates a nice stable position for you to work with. Now from there, the starting position is about here. You can see a slight bend in the knee. My glute is nice and stretched and primed and ready to go. Now from then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna think about sweeping the floor, pushing my leg back, and I'm gonna end up with a slightly bent knee at the back. Control nice and slowly on the way forward. Sweep the floor, push back, squeeze my glute, control nicely on the way forward. Push back, sweep the floor, squeeze my glute, control nice and slowly on the way forward. Now notice, as I push back, I'm not pushing back and snapping my knee. That is when you contract your quad, so we don't want to see that. What you want to do is maintain a slight bend in your knee throughout, sweep the floor, squeeze your glute, still a slight bend at the back, and then control on the way forward. Another common mistake you'll see is where people just bend their knee too much. Now, whereas this will allow you to lift the weight easier, it doesn't result in as much tension, okay? And also it's a little bit awkward with the cable. So if you see people doing this, it doesn't really result in the best gains. You want to open it up, your foot should almost brush the floor, sweep to the floor, squeeze, and control.